Yarmuth, Democrat from Kentucky, and he is a member of the House Budget Committee. Good morning, Congressman. Give me a sense of where you feel all of this stands right now.
Well, I think Luke had it described pretty accurately. I think the Republicans in the House have proven that they can't advance any plan. I think Speaker Boehner's lost most of his leverage. I don't know how one of these Tea Party members, after holding out to this point, then changes his or her mind. That's going to be a tough one, but they might do it. But I think he's right. I think all of this brings to the fore this 14th Amendment possibility. The president has taken it off the table, but I think he had to do that because otherwise the Tea Party types can deal with or can vote their principles with impunity because there's not going to be any damage to the economy. And I think so, but I think the president has to consider that now because the odds are nothing's going to move.
Well, let's talk about what might happen this morning in terms of John Boehner, because obviously he's trying to again put pressure on some of these members of the Tea Party, and it's not just obviously the leadership in the House that's working it. There's a lot of prominent conservative voices out there, from the editorial board of the Wall Street Journal today to David Brooks to Charles Krautheimer, who have written that basically they need to get on board with John Boehner. If he is able to get the votes, then what happens next, Congressman?
Well, again, that bill, the Boehner plan's dead on arrival in the Senate. I know the president's not going to accept it because we're not going to go through this again in 6 months. And so I think they'll dispose of it the way they disposed of the constitutional amendment, the balanced budget amendment in the Senate. And then the question will become whether they can craft anything, get 60 votes, and get something that will pass over here. I think the Reid plan probably would get almost every Democratic vote, and so we'd need 50 votes, maybe 40 votes from Republicans to pass it. That's a viable possibility, but I'm really not sure that right now, if Mitch McConnell stands firm and is able to keep his members in line, then that's going to be a tough sell in the Senate, and that leaves the president alone to come to the rescue. And I'm one of those among the Democrats here who think he ought to exercise that option.
Congressman John Yarmuth, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us on what is a potentially very consequential morning on Capitol Hill. And there you see where